YouTube, what's up? And welcome back to part 10 of the Pokemon FireRed Omega Hardcore Nuzlocke. Today, we are finally going to earn our 7th Gym Badge, as we're going to take out Blaine here momentarily. But first, we got to talk about a couple things real quick. I don't think I'm going to have enough time today to get both the 7th and 8th Gym Badges, but we'll see. Now, of course, there's not a lot going on in between Blaine's gym and Giovanni's gym, right? But we do have to take a detour over to the Sevii Islands, because this is Fire Red Leaf Green, you know, and not just Gen 1. So that's going to delay the process a little bit. But I'm going to try to get both gym badges today, but let's be real, probably not going to happen. But first things first, I mean, we got to get past, this is a hardcore Nuzlocke, right? If we walk through that door and we wipe to Blaine somehow, which, as you can see with my team, that's probably not going to happen. But if somehow it does happen, the run ends there. So we can't, in this, I got to remember to not think so far ahead, because there's no guarantee we're even going to get past this old man and make our way to Giovanni, right? With that being said, though, I mean, we have an army of water types and even a few rock types as well, because these gym fights, I'm not going to lie, have been a little shiesty thus far. And if you've seen any other videos in the playthrough, you know that you know, Drayano cooked up some crazy movesets here for all these Pokemon. And the gym leaders even have a couple Pokemon that kind of catch you off guard and don't really fit their theme in terms of typing, right? So with that being said, I'm kind of expecting Blaine to have some sort of way to mitigate all the water attacks, right? As that's the biggest way and the most common way to threaten fire types. So there is a couple Pokemon that do get the drought ability, especially like Torkoal and maybe even Ninetales. I don't know if it had it back in Gen 3, but I'm kind of expecting either a Torkoal or Ninetales with drought as a way to, again, to mitigate the water attacks. And if not, I bet you he's going to have another Pokemon, maybe even two, that can just raw set up Sunny Day, right? So with that in mind, I didn't want to come in with just 6 water-type Pokemon. So as you can see, I got 4 of them there, but Poliwrath, I guess I can just open this screen here. Poliwrath doesn't even have a water attack. I gave it Dig instead, because we need, well, mainly because it's adamant nature, as you can see there. And the disparity in physical attack versus special attack is quite noteworthy. So even though water, you know, Surf and any other water attack would get a stab bonus, it still would probably be weaker than just going for Dig. So I have Rain Dance on this Poliwrath to, again, turn the tide in battle and set up Rain to overwrite the Sun. Now, apart from that, you know, this is my only physical ground attack on this team is just Dig with Poliwrath. Because, of course, we lost Flygon previously. And I'll go ahead and showcase the Death Box in a minute. But then apart from this one ground type attack, of course, we have a rock attack on both Magcargo and Aerodactyl. Now, Aerodactyl, when I was leveling this thing up, it did not actually learn Rock Slide. It still only has Ancient Power with 5 PP. Not ideal. But I think I'm going to lead off with it and just see how far we can go with Ancient Power. I might actually have the TM for Rock Tomb, I think, still from Brock. But obviously, with the Gen 3 game, and you know, in Kanto, you only get 1 copy of Rock Slide with the move tutor over in the Rock Tunnel. And there's no way I'm going to waste Rock Slide on Aerodactyl, because I don't plan on using Bro in the Elite Four. I don't think Aerodactyl is going to survive long enough. So I don't want to teach this thing Rock Slide and waste my one and only chance at Rock Slide. I kind of want to save Rock Slide for Charizard, because I do plan on bringing Zard to the Elite Four. On that topic, Magcargo does actually have Rock Slide, as it learned it naturally via level up. So we got Yawn, Rock Slide, Recover, and Flamethrower, and Magcargo can, you know, take fire hits for days. So this is actually going to be pretty good to bring in this fight. And then after that, we just have the 3 other water types that all have Surf, which is Feraligatr, Pelipper here, who doesn't have much besides Surf. And then, where's Tentacruel at? What? Oh, it was all the way at the bottom. All I had to do was go down. We got a Calm Nature Tentacruel. This guy's got a lot of special defense. And he has Hydro Pump and Surf. So we caught this Tentacruel last time, and the Aerodactyl, sorry, and the Pelipper, I'm pretty sure. So, of course, as I had to do, the reason why we didn't fight Blaine at the end of last episode was because I have to rip a bunch of rare candies, a lot of rare candies, to get everybody leveled up to 58, which is the current level cap. Now, I don't mind doing it on stream, but if I was watching someone, you know, someone's YouTube video, and they sat there for 45 minutes ripping rare candies, nah, you know, that gets a little boring to watch. So, I like to do the rare candy thing in between episodes, and I just kind of jot down on my notepad what moves they try to learn leveling up. So, now that we're in this high of a range of levels, there's really not much, but earlier in the playthrough, it probably took me 10 minutes to like read off all the moves they were learning via level up. So really the only noteworthy thing this time around was, and I like to say this for anybody else who wants to play this game and potentially use some of these Pokemon, right? So the only notable things here was Tentacruel at level 55 tried to learn Hydro Pump, which obviously you saw there, I took that. Feraligatr at level 58 tried to learn Dragon Dance, which is obviously good in future generations for Feraligatr. But you got to keep in mind that before the physical special split of Gen 4, no matter what the move is, all dark, ice, and water attacks are special attacks. So what's the point of Dragon Dance giving you a +1 speed, +1 physical attack when you don't really have any physical attacks you can utilize? I mean, there is some, but really Feraligatr's 3 hardest hitting moves would be Ice Punch, some kind of water attack, and then Crunch, which are all special attacks. So instead of going for Dragon Dance because it only gives me a +1 speed boost, I'm just going to keep Agility, which is what I had previously, because that doubles your speed. So we don't need the +1 in physical attack again because we're not utilizing any physical attacks. And the last thing I wrote down here was Aerodactyl at level 43 tried to learn Takedown, but you know, Takedown's ass. I don't even know why I wrote that down. It's not even noteworthy. But it was pretty funny. At level 50, Arrow tried to learn Hyper Beam, which I would have took even though, you know, because it's really high base power. But unless I'm misremembering, I don't ever remember Hyper Beam having 65 accuracy. Yes, you heard me correct. 65. So I looked at it before I taught it to Arrow, and it said 150 base power, which normal attack, it's categorized as physical in this game, so it would have hit like a truck. But 65 accuracy, bro, you're trolling. Like, that's worse than Focus Blast, which is obviously not even in this game. But when I saw 65 accuracy, I said nah, because I would miss it every time I tried to click it. So let me see if I still have Rock Tomb, and then let's just go ahead and jump in the gym here. I don't need to explain anything else, I feel like. I've already explained too much. So we got Focus Punch, Toxic Taunt, Blizzard, Giga Drain. A decent set of moves here. Brick Break is pretty good too. I do still have Rock Tomb. So Rock Tomb, again, 80 accuracy is not great. But I'm going to teach it to Arrow because I'm never really going to use it on anybody else, probably throughout the duration of the playthrough. So I feel like I don't... Supersonic is trolling, especially with 55 accuracy. I'm going to use Ancient Power as much as I can because it's stronger than Rock Tomb, right? And it doesn't miss. But you only have 5 Ancient Power, so if Aerodactyl survives long enough against Blaine, then I'll have to switch up to Rock Tomb, but probably a waste of a TM use because I don't even think I'm going to get all 5 Ancient Powers off. But you got to remember, man, if I get a boost with Ancient Power, we'll start OHKOing stuff with Rock Tomb. So, I mean, or Ancient Power. Also, Aerial Ace is tempting, but I already have Wing Attack, right? I don't even remember if he had Wing Attack. He doesn't. How does this thing not have Wing Attack, bro? I feel like I should put Aerial Ace on because I need some kind of flying coverage. No, I don't. No, I don't. Aerial Ace would be better for Charizard. I still haven't taught it to Zard because he has Wing Attacks. Same base power, but in case there's like double team cheese in the Elite Four, you know, I wouldn't be surprised. I'd rather save Aerial Ace for Zard. So let's go ahead and jump in here and just hope for the best. Obviously, Blaine's gym is one of the very few gyms like in Pokemon history where you don't have to fight any of the trainers. You can. I could talk to all these scrubs, but all we gotta do, you know, is answer a question real quick, which they're very basic. And we get to just advance to the next room for free, so let's go ahead and do that. Because in a normal playthrough, I might actually fight all these guys, but the reason I'm gonna actually dodge them all right now is because I don't want to break the level cap. If anybody grows a level and I hit 59, then they would become ineligible for the gym fight, so let's go ahead and answer these real quick, but obviously they're kind of a joke. They're very easy. Caterpie evolves into Metapod. I wonder. Imagine if... There's no way, and like, nobody knows that. No way. Even the most basic Pokemon fan, even if you're not a Pokemon fan, as long as you play this game, you probably saw a Caterpie and know that it evolves into Metapod. But anyway, next. There are 9 certified Pokemon League badges. That's cap. There's only 8. I always remember, I think it's the very last one, they talk about TM28, which equates to dig, right? But if I remember right, they call it like Tombstoney or something ridiculous. Which has never, never been an actual attack name in any Pokemon game. Poliwag evolved 3... Oh, wait. Am I gonna get trolled right here? Well, Poliwag technically only evolves twice, right? It evolves into Poliwhirl, and then Poliwhirl has a split evolution into Poliwrath or Politoad. So I'm gonna say no. Okay. I was out here saying these were really easy, and then I just started sweating there for a minute. I'm like, wait. That's gonna look bad if your boy gets this one wrong. But, alright, we're good, we're good. Lock it in. Are electric moves effective against ground-type Pokemon? No. That's an immunity. Okay. Although in this game, you know what's kind of funny? My starter is Electabuzz, and I've been hit with Thunder Wave, even though I have Volt Absorb. Now, that's funny for a couple reasons, right? Because in future generations, electric types can't get paralyzed at all. But also, I have Volt Absorb, so it's like, it's not a double negative, but there's like 2 reasons why I should not get hit with an electric attack, or paralyzed for that matter. But back in Gen 3, you could. You know. I just think that's kind of funny. I wish Electabuzz was electric ground in this game, because then that wouldn't happen, but there's been no actual, I don't think there's been any actual type changes in this. Pokemon of the same kind and level are not identical. That is true. This is like a double negative question. It's true because Pokemon have natures and EVs, of course, so even if you have two Charizards that are both modest nature, they still won't even be identical because of how you spread out the EVs during training. So, alright, there's only one more room, so this has to be the TM28 for Tombstoney. Little Stony Baloney. Unless they switch it up, but I could see Drayano changing the text here, but we'll see. Okay, it is still the same question. I feel like someday Pokemon has to add an attack called Tombstoney. They have to. It would be too classic. Alright, Blaine. What's up, buddy? Aerodactyl's about to make it rain some rocks on your head. Let's see if this guy actually does have a sunny day on any of his Pokemon. I feel like he's got... How could he not, you know? Bro, this game has been so hard up to this point. It was really hard at the beginning when your Pokemon... He has 6 Pokemon, okay. Actually, I think all gym leaders have... I don't even remember. Oh, he's got Arcanine with Intimidate. That sucks. I should have let off with Pelipper. I could go hard Pelipper. Or you know what I could do? I could Rock Tomb his ass to slow him down, then maybe switch to Pelipper. Because this is not going to do much after Intimidate. I mean, it's not going to Oko, but... Okay. Not even close. But maybe I can outspeed him now with Pelipper, potentially. If I get burnt, it could be Jover before it even started. Don't burn. Don't do it. Okay. The reason I even said that, I didn't want to speak it into existence, but bro... I have been statused at every possible turn in these gym leader fights. All of them. And that's really what's made it even harder, because not only are the movesets really, really good, and they kind of have a counterpunch for everything you could do. Yes, I'm actually faster after the Rock Tomb. That was clutch. Let's go, Pelipper. Come on, big dog. But that's made these gym fights even harder, right? I've been paralyzed. I've been flinched at every possible, like, secondary effect. It's... Oh. Wait, why would you send out Blaziken again? I'm gonna Scout with Protect. Does this thing have... It has to have Rock Slide, then. Why would you send out Blaziken? Oh, Thunder Punch. Okay, that makes sense. That makes even more sense than Rock Slide. Shite. What do we do against Thunder Punch? That's gonna Oko Pelipper. I mean, Magcargo can take him, but I can't really fire back against a Blaziken. Because I don't have a super effective hit on it, but... Dude, I got nobody that can take a Thunder Punch. What is Magcargo's Spadef looking like? Oh, perfect. Rash Nature, which lowers Spadef. 115. Even if I went to Magcargo, he probably follows up a T-Punch with the HJK. So we might be in trouble here. I could also yawn it to force him out. Damn it, I don't want to lose Pelipper this fast. But I don't even know if I have a choice, man. And then where would I go from there? Poliwrath could take any hit. He can even take a Thunder Punch. Tentacruel, don't forget that Tentacruel has base 100 speed, right? I could probably outspeed Blaziken. Unless it has speed boost randomly in this game, but again, I don't think Drayano changed any like Pokemon typings or ability. Oh, I take that back because I think Electabuzz only has Static or Vital Spirit, right? But in this game it has Volt Absorb. So this thing could have Speed Boost, at which point I'd have to go Poliwrath. I don't think I live a T-Punch, but I mean, if this thing's adamant, I could. I'm just going to sack Pelipper. How am I faster? Does this guy have... He has a relaxed nature. Blaze... There's no way. Unless it was clicking counter or whirlwind. What? Wait, Blaine might actually be ass. And he has just all the fire starters. Okay. Does this thing also learn Thunder Punch? I feel like it does. I'm pretty sure that it got it in Gen 2. With the move tutor. Yeah. Okay, well, if I outsped Blaziken at 56, can I outspeed a 54 Typhlosion? Okay. I was about to... Blaziken had to be going for... I think Blaziken does get Whirlwind. I don't remember. But I mean, I'm pretty sure it gets counter. So he could have 2 potential negative priority attacks. Aerodactyl would also go down to a Thunder Punch. So we could go Magcargo here, actually. Try to go for Rock Slide. Rock Slide might OHKO this thing. But Magcargo has really, really bad physical attacks. So actually, I take that back. It won't. Why do you have EQ, bro? You're trolling. Only gonna do like half, right? Just kidding. Shite. Okay. Well, the sun isn't up yet, so we could go... We could go water types. I guess I can go for Poliwrath for Dig, right? That would probably OHKO. Oh, wait. EQ. Would still hit me while I'm underground digging. He would outspeed me and hit me once as I go underground, and then he could just Earthquake the next turn. Or switch. Wait, this Typhlosion's a giga threat right now. But I feel like Tentacruel outspeeds. But then would I take a... I'm going for Ancient Power. I don't think I would take a Earthquake with Tentacruel. And I feel like I could live a Thunder Punch. I don't know why. Why? Because, I'll tell you why. Because I'm going to get a Spadef boost. I'm going to get an Omni boost right here. Boost up all the stats, baby. Come on. Oh, imagine I just called that. Tell me you live this, Arrow. That's what I'm talking about, man. I forgot to attach items. If I would have remembered, I probably would have given this thing a Cherry Berry. Because what's the one way to cripple an Aerodactyl? Slow it down. Oh. You're trolling. Well, predicting a Thunder Punch, I was going to say I could switch to Magcargo, but never mind. Imagine if I still had Flygon for this fight, I would just destroy everything with Earthquake. Everything. That was why losing Flygon was tough, man. Well, at this point, I think Tentacruel can come out and outspeed and KO. But to lose Arrow right here is not a good look. But what could I do? I don't really want to hard switch into a Thunder Punch, because if I get paralyzed with anybody else, we're in jeopardy of losing this fight. And then I could stop thinking about Giovanni, because we'd have to start the game over. Oh, this is really unfortunate, but there's nothing. I mean, even if I switched out, like, what am I going to conserve it for later in this battle? No, it'd be conserving it for the future. Oh, hold on. Hold on, though. You're opening up the window for me to get a crit, buddy. Or a boost, which might even let me outspeed you if I'm paralyzed. That's why you don't potion in battle. That's why you don't potion, chat. Come on, baby. That's what I'm talking about, man. That's why I don't ever potion in battle. He's got a Magmar. Shite. That also probably has Thunder Punch. What? Okay, so that's his counter to water Pokemon. He has 3 guys with Thunder Punch. I see it. Poliwrath can handle Magmar, though. Huh? Bro's out here predicting switches. Whatever. I don't care about that. I'm going to Poliwrath to dig this thing. It's got to be the play here. It doesn't matter. I'm a Poliwrath. That's going to do like half. Maybe a little more. Okay. You guys got to remember, Poliwrath actually has like pretty good base stats across the board. They're all like, Poliwrath is the definition of mid, but he's got like base 90s and everything. I mean, obviously, not, you know what I mean. Not literally base 90 and everything, but pretty damn close. How does that only do that much? I'm not gonna lie, with the adamant nature, I thought Dig would Oko. Magmar has really bad physical defense. Well, would he potion this from here? I was thinking about going for Body Slam, trying to get like a cheeky 30% para. But it wouldn't do enough damage where Dig would kill. Okay, he doesn't potion. Yes! I was holding my breath. I didn't want to say don't get the para because he would have got the para. You know, like I had to just shut my mouth right there. Because I would have spoken into existence. This is not good. He's got 2 left, but so do I. Because Poliwrath is probably going to get outsped and KO'd. He does have a Ninetales. Does it have Drought? It does not. Okay. That's good. But obviously outspeeds. But that's okay because special attacker, so Tentacruel can handle this. I gotta save my Gator in the back against his ace. Wait, by the way, I wasn't even paying attention. Was his Magmar 58, or have we still not seen his level 58 Mon, which would be his ace? It's gotta be Rapidash, right? We've seen Arcana, but we haven't seen a Rapidash. So I would guess that's his ace. We do outspeed Ninetales, which is not surprising. Probably Ninetales has good Spadef though. Yep. You're so cringe, Blaine. So cringe. What are we doing here, man? I think I have no choice but to shake this off. But did Drayano give this thing Dream Eater actually? I have to check for Dream Eater. I don't have a choice. Because Psychic type attack, that would hurt Tentacruel so bad, and also oh, this is so bad. I have to. But now Ninetales can outspeed me and put this thing to sleep too, because there's no sleep clause. He hyper potions. Okay. Chill. I think I have to agility and dodge the hypnosis. Okay, it's a Fire Blast. We're good. I don't care if I get burnt. I don't care. Yeah, Gator. Come on, baby. Dude, imagine if Drayano gave this thing Dream Eater. I feel like, well, no, it would have went for it, but that would be so OP if Ninetales had that powerful of a psychic attack. Okay, is Gator strong enough to Oko? He should be stronger than Tentacruel, right? Barely, but not enough. Okay. I think I risk it once, but I'm also risking getting hit with the hypnosis here. That's the thing. He might potion. So it's like a free turn. If I hit myself, it is what it is. But if he doesn't potion and goes for hypnosis, we're in a really, really bad spot having both guys asleep. I think I risk it. Okay, he potions. So he's wasting the potions, at least for his last Pokemon, which I think it has to be his ace at 58. Okay. Unfortunate, but it is what it is. I feel like he goes for hypnosis, right? But I also don't really want to waste this agility boost. Okay. Good job, Gator. Good job. Crit. Come on. No. Go for Fire Blast, dumbass. Thank you. By the way, why is he 3 for 3 with Fire Blast? You know, you tell me. I don't know. Why does he... So that's 4 potions. Damn. This guy's stacked. Okay. Nice. I feel like I'm going to break out next turn. That's already 3 turns of confusion. So hopefully I break out. I got to go for it. Oh, I got the full 4... Is it 4 or 5 can you get? Nice, Gator. Look at bro cook right now. I don't know if Magmar was 58. I wasn't looking. Well, we're about to find out who the Acemon is. This is not looking good. Huh? Soul Rock at 56? Okay, so I think it was Magmar at 58. Does this thing have any way to KO me? Rock Slide, EQ, Psychic. Oh, you know what KOs. A crit KOs. Doesn't matter what the move is. Finally, we snap out. Can we Oko this dumbass rock? I hate this thing after what it did to my Scizor and Emerald Rogue. Oh. Bro. These gym fights are so hard, man. I barely squeak out with a Gator and a sleeping Tentacruel. Wow, this game is insane, man. Hey, I'd be lying right now if I told you I wasn't sweating a little bit and my heart wasn't thumping a little bit, you know? That got way too sweaty for just no reason. Like, Aerodactyl should have wiped the floor with this guy and ended up doing nothing because he got paralyzed. Whew. The Volcano Badge heightens the special stats of your Pokemon. Man, shut up, Blaine. Give me my badge. And Fire Blast. Fire Blast is the ultimate fire technique. Don't waste it on a water Pokemon. Well, if I had a Slowbro, I would use it on Slowbro. So don't tell me what to do, bud. Bro. Are you kidding me right now? That's how we end up escaping the fight? I mean, honestly, it's whatever because I didn't plan on taking any of these through the Elite Four, but still, man, like, all these guys could have helped against Giovanni because he's a ground-type specialist, you know? Poliwrath would have been good. Pelipper would have been really good against Giovanni. At the end of the day, we do still have Tentacruel for that fight. I gotta see what I have left in the box, bro. We're getting rinsed out here. This is crazy. Oh, man. Alright, can I run in here? I can't run. I'm holding the run button, but it doesn't work. Bro, I'm not lying. I thought I would lose just one Pokemon against Blaine. You always got to expect to lose like one. Now, Bill's going to interrupt us and take us over to the Sevii Islands. How did I lose 4 Pokemon against Blaine? All he's got is fire types, man. And a Soul Rock for some reason. Alright, yeah. Come on. I'm not even going to read this dialogue text. I usually read all the dialogue in regular playthroughs. But this is different, right? This is a hardcore Nuzlocke, like I said. So we're just kind of full sending it. And to try to win the game at the Elite Four. I'm not really here to read dialogue like it's a casual playthrough. In challenge modes on this channel, I won't actually read dialogue. But I'll still do a lot of like casual playthroughs, and we will do it. Now, of course, activating this machine here, you have to find the Ruby and the Sapphire, of course, to enable yourself to be able to trade with Ruby, Sapphire, Emerald. But you can't find them both now. You just get a little sneak peek to the Sevii Islands. Again, it's called Sevii Islands because there's 7 of them, in case you didn't know. Fun fact, you can catch Larvitar on the last island, but you only get to visit the first 3 islands right now. And then when you come back after the Elite Four, then you get access to number 4 through 7. And then you can finish like restoring this machine too. You can't even find the Ruby and the Sapphire right now. You have to do it after the Elite Four. So it's kind of cool that they give you like a little sneak peek. Also, if I remember right, I think it's 4 Island. That's where you breed in this game. Because the daycare center below Misty's gym isn't really for breeding. It's just for like raising Pokemon. So you know, like almost in every Pokemon game, maybe in all of them, you can always breed and make eggs before the Elite Four, but like Kanto's the one where you can't. You have to wait till 4 Island in this game. Oh, I literally can't even deposit my Mons. Well, that's a problem. Shit, because they're not eligible to fight. Only Tentacruel and Feraligatr are. That's really annoying, man. So I can't use it till... Bro, I need to take out other Pokemon so I can fight. We're gonna have to go up here and only fight with 2 Pokemon. I can't send out the guys that are cooked. Okay. That's actually really bad. You don't need to fight that many trainers. You can bob and weave most of them. Wait, I don't even have to go that way, right? You only have to go up there for Rock Smash and to... Hold on, I think I can go straight to... Well, I don't even know what he said. Yeah, we know you're modifying the machine. What do I have to do, man? The machine needs a special gemstone. Oh, right. Okay, so there is something up here on 1 island, but... Bro, can I leave and come back later? What is this? I don't care. No, I actually can't leave until we finish the side quest. Okay. So we can still grow levels because now technically I should change the level cap on screen. So Giovanni's level cap from what I read is 61. So we have a little bit of wiggle room to play with, but again, I only have 2 Pokemon at the moment I could train up, so we could hit that very quickly. I'm gonna try to dodge everybody. I ain't got time for this, man. Oh. Don't want that guy to look down and spot me. Now, we do actually get Rock Smash, too. It's kind of funny there's nowhere to get Rock Smash on mainland Kanto. You don't get it. Oh, these guys are going to be hard to avoid. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. There's not normally a cave there in vanilla FireRed. Drayano, what are you cooking up, bro? What did you hide back here? But you do need to go inside. Oh, how can I dodge these guys, too? I think you need to get speed. Oh, I'm so shized. I'm so shized. But you have to go in here into the hot springs to get Rock Smash. I do remember that, but what? Oh, this... Again, I can catch the first wild Pokemon. I don't think there's Mons in here, though. But again, I can catch a wild Pokemon as my encounter on one island, but I can't go pull it out of the damn PC. Because the PC's not working. Alright, there's Rock Smash. That is pretty funny, though. I can't even get... I really want to know what's in that cave now. Can I use Rock Smash? No, because I'd have to teach it to a dead Pokemon. I'm not even going to do that. Also, do we take a water encounter or a grass encounter? Because you got to think, I'm about to go fight Giovanni, right? I think I'm going to take a water encounter. I don't know. I could also save all the encounters and come back here and get it at some other time. Let me think about that. Let's go up here and talk to these grunts. This guy teaches explosion, right? Yeah. I don't think I have anybody that can learn that for the Elite Four. Oh, I don't have strength on me? I'd have to teach it to Poliwrath or some shit. I'm not going to deal with it. Let's talk to these idiots. And then after this, we have to go to 2 Island, talk to some dude in his like bicycle shop, or not even the bicycle shop, it's something else, but... And then his daughter is lost, but then she's being trapped by like a Hypno on 3 Islands, so we have to do all that before we can head back to mainland Kanto. Is this guy's team shiced? Oh... We're in for a dogfight, man. They didn't even let me use the freaking... the PC to pull out the rest of my guys. This is not good. Oh, thankfully it's false swap. I thought he went for slash. I was like, he's gonna crit, isn't he? Do I click acid like a boss? No, hell no. By the way, I'm about to just disable all the other sprites. Nah, I'll leave them up for now. But really, I only have 2 Pokemon. I don't know how to gray them out. I only know how to, like, disable them completely. Like this, you know? I could do this and then get rid of this guy, and then in slot 2 put for Alligator. Those were the only 2 that survived the fight. Hold on. Let me just do this real quick and find Gator. Oh, is that a Sand Slash? Easy money. Imagine he lives on 1 HP and hits me back with the Earthquake, though, because that would kill me. Actually. Okay, it got KO'd. So we're running around with 2 Pokemon right now. Even though it's a full party of 6, I can't use them. Because they're all actually dead. Do we pump Raticate? Nah, Raticate would die to Surf. Raticate's ass. But Zangoose lived, and they have like kind of the same bulk. See? Okay, Pursuit's a joke. Special attack. It's not going to do any damage. And we're clicking Acid for the first and only time in the playthrough. I can't believe that Ninetales hit Hypnosis, and then whatever the Mon was before it literally hit, I'm going for Pump. We're pumping this snake. The Mon before it hit 3 Fire Blasts, or maybe it was actually the Ninetales that hit. Might have actually been the Ninetales that hit all 3 Fire Blasts and Hypnosis. That was crazy. Like, what are we doing here, man? And of course, I can't use any items in battle. I can use hold items, but I keep forgetting to attach berries. I have to wait till after battle to potion up, though. So it's a little shiesty. Wait, what? I maybe have to fight the other guy. What I really should do is just go fight like a wild Pokemon and keep swapping to KO the other 4 members in the team, but that's going to take way too long, so I'm just going to run around with them alive. Whatever. It doesn't really matter. No matter what, I can't let them hit the field. Like, if Tentacool and Gator get KO'd before I get to a PC, the run's over. But bro's out here with a level 56 Cubone, so, you know, I think we're going to be okay in this situation, if I'm being honest. The other guy had 4 really good Pokemon. This guy only has 2, and the first one is a Cubone. So, like, what kind of monster is waiting in the back? If this grunt pulls out a Groudon right now, I might punch my computer screen. There's just no way. Okay, we're good, we're good. We're good. Ain't no way Marowak takes a Surf. Unless it randomly has a Sash. Imagine. That'd be crazy. Alright. We get rid of these 2 guys. I was thinking about teaching Fly to Pelipper so I can quickly get back, but I don't know. Would that be considered illegal because Pelipper's dead? I don't know. Oh, there's also encounters in here. I gotta be careful because ain't no way I'm catching another, like, Slugma. I would much rather have a water Pokemon. Oh, well now, okay. I'm just gonna teach Strength to somebody. I mean, I have to progress. I guess I could just teach it to Gator, right? Yeah. I'll give it to Gator now, and then we... Oh, but I don't know where the move relearner is. No, I can't do this. I don't think it's breaking the rules if I give Strength and, like, Fly to Pelipper and Strength to, like, Poliwrath. Because even though they're KO'd, you just can't use them in battle in a hardcore Nuzlocke. I feel like you can still, it doesn't matter what I delete, because bro's never going to see the battlefield again. He can't, because that's illegal. But I don't think using HMs while they're dead is illegal. So with that being said, I'm going to teach Fly to Pelipper. Oh, Aerodactyl too. Wait, why didn't I teach Fly to Aerodactyl for Blaine's fight? I'm an idiot. I was only thinking about Aerial Ace. But I could have just taught it Fly. I would have shit on that Blaziken with Fly, but I had to switch out. Alright. Anyway, there's no way I was going back to the Pokemon Center because I mean, I can't. Actually, if I didn't teach Strength here, like, I would be soft-locked because I can't even go to the Pokemon Center. Oh no, I guess I would have had to put it on Gator, but it doesn't matter. It ain't breaking no rules. Oh, I have to use it again. Again, this is my first time playing a Nuzlocke, so I don't know how people consider that, but I feel like using Pokemon that are KO'd as HM users is still fine. Alright. The Repel. There's no way I'm getting an encounter in here. This place sucks. I feel like I would find one of 2 things. Either a Magcargo or another Golbat or something. I don't want either one of those. Alright. I think we found what we're looking for here, maybe. Yeah. There's the Ruby, but I feel like somebody pulls up and snatches that shit. No? Huh. Oh, yay. More Regirock Braille. I could have sworn somebody pulls up and snatches that shit from you. Do I have any ropes? I do. Nice. I have 4 escape ropes. Just. Alright. Let's fly back and save. Why is the cave music still playing, by the way, when I'm outside? Hello? I'm pretty sure there was a different theme song playing when I was walking around here before. Anyway, let's keep going. It's probably gonna change. Yeah. That's the music that should be playing right now. I really want to know what's in that cave. Actually, that's what I should save my encounter. Where that Rock Smash cave was. Here, buddy. I found your Ruby. Now, I'm pretty sure the Sapphire was on 6 Island, I want to say. Yeah. The Sapphire's on 6 Island, but when you grab it, that's when somebody comes up, snatches that shit from you, and you have to chase them back to 5 Island and go through like the Team Rocket warehouse. That's where you get Sludge Bomb. You don't even get Sludge Bomb until post game in this. It's pathetic. Because Sludge Bomb is a pretty good physical attack. Back in Gen 3. All right. Wait, we already get the rainbow pack? So, is this a different order then? Can I just do this whole thing now? I didn't even know that. I'm gonna try to use the PC again, by the way. Do you normally already get the rainbow pass to go to all 7 islands? I don't think you did. Because I remember that being blocked off until you get to the Elite Four. I'm pretty sure you can't use the PC until you find the other gemstone. Wow, I can just go all the way. Oh, I can head back to Vermilion. Thank you, man. But you could go. I could go to all the islands right now. You know what? I am gonna do this before the Elite Four because maybe we catch something crazy. But for now, I gotta get a full party on me, man. We gotta head back. We gotta head back. Honestly, I might go right back there and catch stuff, but I gotta deposit some things first. Because that would be kind of cool. I'm really curious what's in that cave. I don't know if I can use Rock Smash yet, but we're about to find out. Wait, what? Are you dead ass? Nah, there's no way, bro. Even on mainland, you can't use the PC. Maybe I can cheese and use this PC. That's what I'm checking out. Apparently, I've never been upstairs yet, because why would I be? Nah, there's no way you can't use any PCs, bro. So I'm stuck with these two. Wait, we might be cooked, actually. Are you serious? So I have to go all the way. Well, I'm gonna break level cap then. I guess the run's over. Because if you're telling me I actually have to go retrieve the other one from 6 Island, then go back to 5 Island, fight everybody in the Rocket Warehouse, I would grow too many levels for these two Pokemon. And I would pass 61 and then the run would be over. What? Unless I just have to do the thing with Lostelle and then the PC comes back? I don't think so. Wait a minute, this is not good because that's way too many When does the PC service come back? I feel like normally in FireRed Leaf Green, all you have to do is do the thing to 3 Island, you come back to mainland Kanto and then the PC should work. I don't remember this. But in order, is it switched up in this game where you actually have to do, like I said, go to 6 Island and then backtrack to 5 Island? Because I'm going to gain too many experience points. And then, because even if you go to 3 Island to save the little girl, you have to fight a whole bunch of bikers. So this is not going to work. Hang on. Now I'm confused. This is not the right one. Wait, what? We are thankful for protecting the presence of the holy beasts, Entei, Raikou, and Suicune. That's what's on 1 island then. It's probably Entei in that cave. Wait a minute, so the whole story's switched up then, okay. At this point, I'm just concerned about growing too many levels. Because I only have 2 Pokemon. If I had 4 Pokemon, it'd be enough to spread out the experience, but I have to fight, I think it's like 4 or 5 biker goons on 3 Island. And do I even need to do this? Because if I really just need to get the Sapphire, like potentially I could skip this. Normally you can't skip it, but potentially I can. If I really just have to go get the Sapphire to get the PC up and running. Bro, Drayano, you're trolling so hard. Why did you switch up the story? Oh, man, this is going to be hard not to break level cap. It's all these scrubs up here above the Pokemon Center. I think you have to fight at least 3 of them, if not 4. And they all got Grimers and Mucks. And Coughing and Wheezing, of course. But all I got is Tentacruel and Gator. Plus, is this actually necessary? Going to save Lostelle. I'm only trying to do whatever's necessary to get the PC up and running. Oh, wait. I'm so glad I checked, man. Okay. We're good. We're good. Let me go ahead and showcase the death box and add everybody else. So, really what made Blaine's fight so hard was losing Flygon at the previous gym. Sabrina, right? Because, of course, I brought Flygon because it has Crunch. But it had also learned Earthquake. Obviously, I don't have the TM for Earthquake yet. You get it from Giovanni. So, the fact that Flygon learned EQ from level up, he was going to absolutely shit on Blaine. Probably 6-0 Blaine. I feel like everybody would have got one shot by EQ. Except for the Soul Rock, of course. But I didn't know he had Soul Rock. Could have hit that with Crunch. So Flygon was going to be MVP, but I lost it against Sabrina. We lost a lot of good Pokemon in this run. I remember right before I fought Misty, we lost Weeping Bell, Combuskin, and Pikachu to Gary on the Nugget Bridge. I hate Gary. And then we also lost Marshtomp against Lieutenant Surge, which Marshtomp would have been great. Swampert, great Pokemon, you know. Then we also lost a Wartortle. We lost a lot of starters in this game. Crazy. Anyway, we get saved by this PC randomly working. I'll take it. So my Cargo, Poliwrath, Pelipper, and Arrow. That's tough to lose all those guys. We might actually fill up a whole box by the time I hit the Elite Four. Anyway, now we have access to all these demons in here that we've had before. Let's see. First of all, who has Fly? Probably Altaria. Well, I need something that can learn Fly. I can always teach it. And somebody that could learn Strength and Rock Smash. Kingler or Hitmonlee, I guess. Let's go with Hitmonlee. Oh, and I have Hitmonchan, that's right. Now, Electabuzz is my starter. And then Sceptile, Charizard, and Metagross. I plan on using all them in the Elite Four as well. Along with Lax. This Lax is dirty. Let me pull out Venusaur, because I'm probably not going to use that in the Elite Four. And then we need something to hit all of these, What was your moveset? I need something to hit all these poison types that I'm about to fight. Oh, Shadow Ball Body Slam, right. Well, it's just Metagross with Psychic, I guess. Apart from like a random Fire Blast on Wheezing or Muck, Metagross should be able to hard carry against all these poisons right here. So let's put Bro in front, and then I gotta adjust my whole, all the sprites above my head real quick. Oh, I'm so happy this PC worked, man. I genuinely thought I was gonna break level cap. Just trying to get, you know, back to the main island. Wait a minute. Does this mean I don't even have to do this then? If this PC works, maybe they all work now. I don't understand what triggered that, because all I did was go talk to that guy to hear his little girl was missing. Anyway, now that we're here on 3 Island, though, I'm going to save the day and be a nice guy. But first we can use a couple of rare candies here. Alright, so let me do this real quick. Let's find some sprites. There's Altaria. Hitmonlee, I don't even think I have this one downloaded. Haunter, Haxorus, Hawlucha. Oh, I have Hitmonchan downloaded, but not Hitmonlee. Okay. Hitmon. Let's search for that. While I'm doing that, let's see. We could add Venusaur and Metagross. If I have... Oh, I do have Venusaur. Bro looks high as a kite right there. And Metagross, I know I have this sprite because I used it already against Koga. Okay. Let me download this Hitmonlee sprite here from the PMD sprite repository. And then we'll add that to the empty space below for alligator, and we're good to go. Once I find it. Okay. Shazam. Now, I want to put Strength and Rock Smash onto Hitmonlee here. Oh, okay, Metagross has Strength. I don't even need to do this. Well, you know what? Yeah. Okay, I was going to do it, but I hit the wrong button. Whatever. But I will give Hitmonlee Rock Smash. Okay, Blaze Kick is hilarious because bro has like -5 special attack stat. I don't need Blaze Kick. Even if it's, you know, a grass type I can hit super effective, it don't matter. He literally has negative special, and so does Hitmonchan. I'm gonna put Strength on this thing anyway, because bro might need to fight. Who knows? Don't need Mind Reader. There's no point. All right. So we're good to go. Let me give Metagross a couple candies while I'm in the bag. Wouldn't hurt. And also, is there like a hold item? All I have is a black belt. The only other hold item I have is the black glasses, which Gator's been wearing those glasses the whole time, but like I haven't found any other hold items throughout the entire playthrough. It's kind of crazy. You know what? After this today, I should probably go to Cerebi and look for hold items. Oh, Meteor Mash. Fire. Let's go. I didn't even have a steel attack, actually. I've been running around with Scary Face. What is Mash in this game? 185? Why is it 85, bro? That's so bad. But we finally get a steel attack. I haven't had that the whole time. I'm down. That's going to hit really hard. I'm going to put Metagross at 57. And then we're going to go fight these scrubs right here. I'm not going to level up Altaria, Hitmonlee, and Venusaur. I could care less. They're just kind of there as like a hard switch / a sacrifice if need be. We will sack them. Alright. Let's deal with this. Now, Metagross' Psychic, you know, obviously is a special attack, so it's not ideal because Metagross has a really good physical attack stat, but he actually has a decent special too. Come on, buddy. I'm about that action. Let's fight. So, you know, even though Psychic goes off the special attack stat, as long as they're weak to it, like a poison type or whatever, it's still going to absolutely destroy them. 45, okay. Yeah, these are all going to be one-shots with Psychic. The only thing that could possibly live a Psychic is Muck. Because Muck has good special defense, but Grimer and Muck are more specially defensive, and Coughing and Wheezing are the opposite. They're more physically defensive. So I will OHKO Weezings too. And I'll OHKO Grimer because it's a baby Pokemon, but Metagross. Muck is the only thing that might be able to tank a Psychic. Just from the natural bulk. But honestly, I feel like it wouldn't, but that's the only thing that might, you know. And I feel like one of these scrubs is going to have a Muck, probably. Metagross is an absolute beast. I'm not worried about it. What is that thing doing on your team? Well, let's test out Meteor Mash and see if we can hit one. 85 accuracy. Nice. Wait, getting Entei would be kind of shice, though. I kind of want to see if that's what was in that cave over there. And okay, so where are the legendary beasts then? Like, you know, are they on islands 1, 2, and 3, or are they spread out? There's one of them has to be on one island in that cave, I bet. But I could see Suicune being on island 2, only because if you go up north on 2 Island, there's like a house that teaches you Hydro Cannon and Blast Burn and Frenzy Plant. This thing gets fire moves, by the way. So hopefully it's OHKOs. So I feel like Suicune, that would be a good spot to put it, up there by that house where you get Frenzy Plant, Blast Burn, and Hydro Cannon. But I don't know. And then I could see Raikou being here in the forest, I guess, on 3 Island. Alright, I think this is the last guy. This is the boss man right here. Yeah, he got the cue ball sprite. Probably going to have Wheezing Muck. Again, Wheezing is going to get fried by Psychic, but we'll see about Muck. Both these idiots can learn Fire Blast, though, so it's a problem if they don't get O-Code. Okay, that's fine. Just break it. Might not KO, but there's no point in risking the Meteor Mash miss, because this probably does OHKO. Yeah. Zangoose doesn't have very good defensive stats, and Metagross's, you know, attack is just so damn high that even a non-stab move, like as long as it's super effective against a frail Pokemon like that, it's still gonna OHKO it. Alright, these guys give me like a potion or something. Oh, full restore. Not bad. By the way, I don't think I have anybody with cut on me, but I can teach it to Venusaur, because there is a couple cut trees up here, I remember. What are you doing with that Doduo, though? Kind of curious if there's anything new here in the mart. Or it's just the usual items. Okay. You know, in a game like this, that's a ROM hack, you probably should talk to every single NPC to try to get good hold items, but, you know, I don't know. It would take way too long if I did that. I need to teach cut to Venusaur, probably. Okay, nobody has it learned yet, so yeah, we'll just give it to Venusaur. Why do I have Double Edge? That's hilarious. I'll get rid of Synthesis, I guess. Man, as you could tell, I was worried there for probably 10-15 minutes. I didn't know if I was ever going to get access to a PC. I don't know what would happen if I didn't, man. I don't think I would have been able to keep the run going, because I would have broke level cap for sure. I'm gonna actually check these houses real quick. Gut instinct is telling me there's an item somewhere. Okay, well, not from her. Just looking for a choice band, man. That's all we need right now. Yeah, it looks like none of this has changed, but that's the thing. There is plenty of things that have been changed, right? You just never know. Oh, Twisted Spoon? Aw. I felt like that was going to be a Twisted Spoon. Or maybe here. Oh, come on, man. They were both talking about psychic stuff. Metagross could have really used a spoon. We're also going to need Cut and Surf, which we have both now. Inside the forest, we can take shortcuts. Oh, it's a hidden PP up. Okay. How did this bush respawn, man? How do you even go that far away from it? Alright. Oh, shit. I forgot to repel. I have to catch... Oh. Or do I count that as Dupe's Claws? Because I do. I have a Pidgeot in my box that's still alive. That's duplicate claws. So I'm still going to get an encounter inside the forest. But I'm going to repel until we get in there. Okay, no more items over there. We can dodge the double battle. Ain't nobody got time for that. But I think we have to fight this chick. There's also got to be an item in here, right? Yeah. Ah, I was hoping she wouldn't walk forward. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I still have Pidgeot in my box alive, so that Pidgey, we get an extra encounter. Meteor Mash would OHKO, Strength wouldn't, so I'm gonna go for it. Okay. I mean, this thing isn't even a threat anyway. I could have two-shot it with Strength, but what? You know, we resist the dual stab. What's it gonna have for a Metagross? Nothing. Chansey? Chansey will die to Brick Break. You want to talk about a negative physical defense stat. It's pretty much as close as you can get to a negative. It's 5. Chansey has a base physical attack and physical defense, I think, of 5. Same with this idiot. Although it might be like 10. But everybody knows that, you know, Chansey and Blissey have base like 250 HP or 255 HP even. So that at this level they have almost like 500 HP. And they have a decent special defense stat, so they can take special hits for days, but not physical hits. And imagine if I had to do this fight with just Tentacruel and Feraligatr against Chansey Blissey, I would not have even KO'd those two. So again, shoutouts to the PC on 3 Island for working. Things could have got really weird there if I had to fight Chansey and Blissey with only special attackers. Okay. 1 Chansey and 2 Blissies is crazy. That is nasty work right there. I'm not gonna lie. And yeah, at this rate, we're already past, or like just around the 1 hour mark. So I'm definitely not gonna have time for Giovanni today. I can only go for about another 20-30 minutes at most. Also, we can get a water encounter here. That's interesting. And I feel like this lady gives you an item, or does she fight? Maybe I have to beat the 2 little kids and then she gives you an item. I can't remember. No, she fights. Okay. I thought for some reason that lady gave you an item. 4 Pokemon, again with the Roselia. Okay. Interesting. Yeah, see, Metagross has already gained at like 1.5 levels off these just couple fights here, so... you know, I was so confused that if I even had to go do this, I was going to go for strength. We'll 2-shot this because, again, it can't even touch me. I just 1-shot it. I'm 10 levels higher. That was really weird on what I had to do. Was this even necessary, or did I have to go get the Sapphire? You know, that was a really tough call to make. Well, I didn't even have to make the call because the PC worked, but had it not, we would have been cooked. Would have been cooked. But, you know, we barely escaped Blaine, which was sad enough. But we're still here, man. Still kicking. Giovanni at 61 next time we play this, and then it's off to the Elite Four. And let me read the Elite Four level caps real quick. just while I'm walking around in here. So Lorelei, the first one, is going to be 63 is her level cap. There's also hella berries in here. I gotta grab these. How's there no berry in there? You're trolling. So Lorelei is 63, followed by Bruno at 65, Agatha at 66, Lance at 69, and Champion Gary at 72. So those are going to be our level caps for... Oh, I'm going to get an encounter in here, actually. Those are going to be our level caps for the Elite Four. Damn, really 0 for 3 on the first 3 berry spots. Please be something shice, man. Come on. Heracross. Oh, alright. I can work with that. We can work with that. Especially if they gave Bro Spore. I would 1-shot it with anything, though, so let's go Hitmonlee. Or Venusaur. Can you put grass types to sleep? Yeah, you have to be able to. If my electric types can get paralyzed, you have to be able to put grass types to sleep, right? Because obviously in future gens, just like the paralysis to electric types, that also got changed, but... we can cut it twice and then try to sleep it, and that'll be 100% catch rate, if I put it to sleep. That's not bad, having a Breloom. Because this, you know, depending upon what Giovanni has, right, in terms of ground types, I can bring Venusaur Shroomish, or Venusaur Breloom, and then, like, 4 water types with me. So that's actually not bad at all. Alright, we do put it to sleep, so let's go ahead and sling a ball at it. 14 Ultra Balls, 1 Master Ball. Let's get it. And this, I'd be surprised if he broke out. Yeah. At that low of health, plus sleeping, plus Ultra Ball. I wouldn't be surprised if that was 100% right there. But only shenanigans would know the catch rates of that, based on HP values plus status. Bro's always calculating those. when I watch him and Chrism play like Gen 2 ROM hacks. All right, now we can repel again. Although I should have used that one max repel that I found. Hold on. Could be a good item. Gotta check it out. It was not. Okay. And now I have to go all the way back around too. Oh no, I can cut this bush right here. It's not bad. I gotta be on the lookouts for berries though. Again, berries are gonna be very important for the Elite Four. I did not just check that, yeah. In terms, like, I just found a Chesto berry that'll help us wake up. Ross berry for burn. I could slap that on Metagross, because having a burnt Metagross would be horrible. Is this the beginning? No, it's not the beginning. Okay. I remember there being something, I think, just for a single rare candy down here where you have to cut like a whole bunch of trees down. But it might not be a rare candy here, so this is gonna take a minute to go down there and get that with all these trees, but well, it's only 4 of them. But I must know what this item is. Because there's no guarantee it's still gonna be a. I think it was a candy in the first game, but I don't remember. Okay, elixir. Maybe it was always an elixir then. Whatever. I'm actually kind of curious what I can find in the water here. We're almost out of this place, so I don't need to repel again. I guess we don't get a water encounter. That on that? Okay, that's not bad. But I might as well get Metagross another level now that we're here too. We are gonna have to go fight a Hypno here in a sec because, of course, bro has Lostelle or whatever her name is. He's got her trapped up there in the corner. We're almost there. Also, I think there was one more berry up here to go grab it. Yeah, I can see it at the edge of the screen. Let's go check this. Oh, it's nothing. Is there any more up here? Oh, I think there's one below this tree. Yeah. That could be a berry up there too. Let me just make sure. Nope. And nope. Strike 3, you're out, buddy. We'll see ya. There is, I think there was a Lumberry though. Oh wait, I didn't even see this other one here. Oh, they both have nothing? I think there's a Lumberry up the top by the Hypno. And if I remember correctly, once you battle the Hypno, I think you get teleported out of here. So I gotta make sure I grab these first if I can. Okay. Oh, you're trolling, bro. There's no Lumberry there? Whatever. Don't worry, Lostelle. We are here to save the day. We got you. I'm about to meteor match this guy right in the face, man. Easy, Oko. Level 45? Come on now. See if this puts me up to level 59. I feel like it might. See ya, Hypno. No more cornering little kids for you, buddy. Alright, and we hit 59. Not bad, not bad. 194 attack. I almost have 200 attack. Not the Aya Papa. My name is Dude, Lostelle, and I'm here to bring you back to 2 Island. Yeah, so you do get warped out of there. That's why you gotta grab the items first. Okay. Does this guy give me anything? I don't remember. Oh, the meteorite. I forgot about that. And a moonstone. Was the meteorite important? Is that what... I mean, this is what you normally have to do it before you can go back to Kanto. I want to peep up here for Suicune. I have a feeling bro's gonna be sitting up here. I don't know why. Let me use this max repel that I found. This just seems like a spot that Suicune would be chilling at. Also, I could go get Hydro Cannon for Gator. No. Yeah. Suicune's definitely in there. But you can't get to that without Waterfall, right? Can I get in the... Oh, no, I can get it. Let's go take a peek. We still have not gotten an encounter on 2 islands, so I could get this, but okay, that was a fail. I don't want to use legendaries for the Elite Four. But I'd be shocked if this wasn't Suicune and then subsequently Entei on 1 island. The Aqua Sanctuary. This is fire, bro. They should have put this in OG. Okay, there it is. They should have put this in the OG Fire Red Leaf Green, man. That's cool. That's cool right there. So then where the heck would Raikou be? I wonder if it was on 3 Island, I just didn't see it. There could have been a cave entrance in the forest, like who knows, but... Okay, anyway, we came, we saw, we conquered. And let's go back... Wait, what is this? Now I can only go to 1 island or 3 island? So now because I did that part of the story, they're not going to let me go back to mainland until I... That's what I'm saying, like, why did I get the Rainbow Pass ahead of time? I'm so confused right now. That makes no sense. What? The PCs are up and running. What the heck? Is he gonna, like, give me the Rainbow Pass again? I feel like if I didn't talk to him, I would have been stuck here until I just finished that. Also, why is the PC missing the ruby? It should still be in there. Or not the PC, but the big machine above our head there. Because this is what normally happens. You're stuck on these 3 islands until you get Lostelle, bring her back to her dad, and then talk to this guy and he brings you back here. Like, the fact that I got the Rainbow Pass to visit all 7 islands, I should not have had that yet. If you have the Tri-Pass, well, I got something better than that, buddy. I got the upgraded version. What the heck? Rainbow Pass, yeah, to overwrite the Tri-Pass. I'll take it. I'm confused. Anyway, let's get the hell off this island, man. We've done everything there is to do here. We're gonna fly up to Viridian, I mean, and save the game outside the gym. What? I'm gonna heal up even though I don't need to. It's pointless, but... What a weird episode, man. I've been so confused this whole time because of this sequence of events, but... Because that's the thing, the PC was not supposed to be up and running until right now. After you bring Lostelle back to her dad. Nor should I have gotten the Rainbow Pass ahead of time. So I'm very confused, but I'll take it again because I really don't know how I would have salvaged the run without that. I mean, I guess I didn't need the Rainbow Pass, but I guess once I got to 3 Island, if the PC was always going to work there. But it's so weird how I got the Rainbow Pass. I traveled back to Vermilion, which I wasn't supposed to be able to do. And I could have even went to the other islands. Weird. Anyway, again, the point of this is not for the story playthrough. This is trying to survive all this gym leader gauntlet that we've been going through so far. And as noted on the bottom middle of the screen there, it says attempt number 2. That's of course because the first time I tried this, I did wipe to Misty and the run ended. You know, that was way too early. There's no way my first ever Nuzlocke attempt is just going to be 2 videos, a 2-video playlist on YouTube, right? So we started over in episode 3 in the playlist, back from Pallet Town, right? And that was the longest episode thus far in the playthrough because I had to get back to where I was, right? I didn't want to like have part 1 be Brock, part 2 be Misty, take a L, and then part 3 just be Brock again, and then part 4 Misty again, right? So instead, part 3 was a juicer. I think it was like 3 hours or something crazy like that. I don't remember, but we had to do Brock and Misty. You know, beat them both in part 3 because I had to get revenge on Misty like in the very next episode. Man, there's just no way. She sent my ass packing all the way back to Pallet Town. I said, no. We're coming back. We know your team this time. And her team was intense. And Brock hacks me. You know, Misty hacks me. Surge hacks me. But then after Surge, things started to take a turn because then we were finally high enough in level where we were getting like fully evolved Pokemon by the time we got to Erica. So it hasn't been too bad ever since then. But the first 3 gyms, man, my goodness, when I'm running around with baby Pokemon, mainly because they have really bad attacks at that point. That's what was making it so tough. I couldn't even dish out damage. In conjunction with not fully evolved Pokemon having like bad defensive stats, right? It was hard, man. But it's still hard. Sabrina sauced me up. Blaine really just cooked my shit right there, I'm not gonna lie. But here we are, at the end of the day, standing outside the Viridian Gym, and ready to acquire the 8th Gym Badge next time, so... again, level cap 61. I'm not bringing this team, obviously, against Giovanni, but we do need to go clear the trainers in his gym before, so maybe I run through it with this team just to clear out the trainers and make a path to Giovanni. Because then once I have that set, then we top everybody off with rare candies to 61. And you know what comes next, baby. We smoke Giovanni. And so that's going to be the very start of next episode. We fight Giovanni, right? Assuming we can get past him, which I'm going to find a way. Don't get it twisted. I'm way too good at this game to lose to Giovanni. But after that, as long as he doesn't have Mewtwo. If he does, then we might be cooked. But after that, so that'll be the first part of... what is this, bud? This is part 10, right? Okay, so the beginning of part 11, we'll beat Giovanni. Then the second half, we'll travel west and then travel north to go all the way through Victory Road, right? And then I'll save the game once we reach the Elite Four. And then part 12 is, you already know, it's all going to be about fighting, battling our way through the Elite Four, and winning this run. Because yeah, I feel pretty good with the team that we got. You know, I really do. The one thing I don't understand though is because you can't access the PC box. So how do people beat Nuzlocke? How do you beat the Elite Four in a Nuzlocke? I can understand gym leaders, right? Because every time after we finish, we just refill the team. But if I can't revive and potion I can potion Pokemon in between battle, but I can't revive them after. And you can't access the PC, so theoretically, if we lose one Pokemon every time to each of the 4 Elite Four members, that means by the time I fight Gary for the champion fight, I only have 2 Pokemon and he has 6. We're cooked. So, we're going to have to think long and hard about who to bring against the Elite Four. For the most part, we can guess their teams, but every gym leader has had slightly altered teams, so I'm assuming the same goes for E4. But again, can't get too far ahead because we got to beat Giovanni first, but we will. So, with all that being said, I'm really looking forward to the Elite Four, but we're still a little bit of ways away. So with all that being said, this is going to conclude part 10 in the YouTube playlist. So for anybody that is seeing this video in the future on YouTube, thank you. I really do appreciate it. And I hope you're enjoying the series thus far. But you already know, right? We've taken the intensity meter and cranked it up to 7 throughout this whole playthrough. We're about to crank it up to 9 next time. And then it's going all the way to 10 for the Elite Four in what will eventually be part 12. Because we ain't losing the run in part 11. There ain't no way. I got grass types for days. I got water types for days against this chump up here in Giovanni. So, again, barring a Mewtwo, I think we'll be alright. But I wouldn't be surprised. So again, that's it for part 11. Thank you for watching. And also, I hope that wherever you go for the rest of your day today, after watching this video, I hope that you have a good day. And I'll catch you on the next one. Alright? Peace.